I worked for a very rich family named, they had a loan company and a jewelry store on Robson Street. Their name was Pastinski. I worked there for 10 years. They had 2 girls.
And you were like a nanny?
Yes, partly nanny, yes. Then I looked after their grandmother when she came to live with them. And then I didn't know it, or I could have had it. I took my nursing course, not an RN, what do you call it? Oh, you get a uniform and a thing and everything. Yeah, I got the certificate. And and I got a job in a boys' private school in Vancouver. And if I'd have known, I could have had a job like that all the time, but I didn't know.
Did you have a job with them?
Yeah, I worked with the Patinskis for 11 years, yes. And then I went to this job at this private school. Oh, it had been in Victoria for 30 or 40 years. It was wonderful. I was a matron. A nurse's aide.
So it was a private school?
It was a private school, very private.
Was it a Catholic school?
Oh, no, just private. And they came and picked them up at Christmas and all went to Hawaii. And the 2 girls grew up. Oh, it was a lovely family. Not your sister. I'm still thinking you're Joe. Betty had the classiest clothes in the school. They used to buy them and just wear them 2 or 3 times, and the girls were, as Betty grew older, she had the older girls first, Sharon, and the young one was Carol. And Betty got all their beautiful clothes, and they used to let me in the summer take her. She'd come over and stay with us because Peggy had to go to work because Big Joe was away in the Navy or somewhere. So she didn't want to leave the little girl. The boys can get on better in those days. Mike was older than Joe, you see. He looked after him, but they didn't want to leave Betty, a little girl, with them. So she'd come over to us in Vancouver, and I took her to the job with me. Every day, they let me.
Is that right?
Yeah, and they took her out in the car, and she got all the beautiful clothes, and the people, the kids at school, would say, gee, where'd you get the fancy things? And she had some of those things. Your mother had some of those things, even after she married your dad. She'd say, see this black negligee, Nana? That's what you got from Patinski's. Oh, your mother will remember them. Oh, yes, they were very, they went swimming, different groups, age groups, every Saturday morning. I worked from 1 till 8. And you had to oversee the little ones bathing, see that they did. And one little boy they weren't supposed to read after lights were dimmed. And one little boy had a book, and inside it he had a comic book. And he, as soon as they heard, they had a medical student live on the premises. He was doing his, what do you call it, training, yes, at the hospital. So they had to have one. So they had one on there. His name was Michael, too. And he was a very nice young man. But, he was strict. But anyway, this little boy was reading this book inside, so he didn't get it shut fast enough and put away. So he was told, you go down to the office tomorrow and I'll talk to you. But anyway, so the next night when he was going to bed, I was seeing that they were in bed. He was a little sad, and I said, what's the matter? I forget his name. And he said, oh, would you be my grandma? And I said, well, I can't be your grandma, but I can be your pretend grandma if you want. He was only 5. They took from kindergarten age. And he said, oh, then I can hug you. to say good night. He said, I like you better. You're my grandma. I can only get my arms a little way around, and I get mine way around you, because I was skinny like your mother, you see.
Right.
Yeah. So he was my favorite. No. They took me in the hospital and they found out I had 2 great big ones and 2 little ones, and I was real sick. So they closed up for the summer. The doctor said, with all those people living with me, we'd have 15. That's why your mother, we'd have 15 I'd cook for Sunday dinners. That's why I always bawl your mother out about doing so much cooking, because I know that I was like that. And I'd done so much, and I was working too, that the doctor said I'd better quit. Yeah, and later the lady and man passed away, one of them, and they closed the school down. But it was a wonderful school. I forget the name of it.